I know you guys are super excited. It is science, week 34, day 3. And we are moving on to lesson 3 in this chapter. So I'm on page 34. Okay, so we are going to be talking about what cycles exist in nature. So what cycles exist in nature? Okay, so does the Bible describe, I'm on page 34, so get there. You have a new piece of paper out, right? Okay. Does the Bible describe any cycles? Job 36, 27 through 28 says, he draws up the drops of water and distills as rain to the streams, and the clouds pour down their moisture, and abundant showers fall on mankind. You may recall learning about the cycle in previous science classes. What cycle is being described? The water cycle, you are correct. Cycles in nature. What are some cycles that you have experienced in life? How would you describe what a cycle is? So we have the season cycle, we have the water cycle. Can you guys think of any other cycles? The cycle of life, maybe if you've watched somebody be born or watched somebody die, that's a pretty big one. Okay, make a list of cycles that occur in nature. What do you think would happen if one of nature's cycles was disturbed? How many processes of life follow cycles? Many processes. You will explore the cycles that affect living things in this lesson. So the first one we're going to talk about is the carbon cycle. So we're on carbon cycle. Okay, this is probably one of the most important cycles for you as a living being. Do you recall the different phases of the moon? Every month you can observe the changes in the amount of reflection we observe in the moon. This example of a cycle. So our first vocab word for today is cycle. A cycle is a series of events regularly repeated in the same order. So series of events repeated in the same order. Okay. Another cycle involves a common element. Did you know what carbon is? What does carbon look like? How do we use carbon? How often do you think you come in contact with carbon throughout your day? Carbon is a natural element. It's a basic part of life on Earth. It exists in cells of living things. It is found in fossil fuels, which is formed from the rocks and soil and ocean waters in Earth's atmosphere. Most carbon on Earth is stored in the carbon dioxide in the air, the bodies of living and dead organisms, and dissolved in the ocean. Carbon is exchanged between organisms and the environment in a process called the carbon cycle. So, carbon cycle is our next vocab word, and it is an exchange between organisms and the environment I'll run out of room on that line. Okay, so on page 35 it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and it explains the carbon cycle. Today for your assignment, you are going to draw a carbon cycle. So you can use page 35 to draw a carbon cycle. Okay, so you guys are going to draw me a carbon cycle. Have a great week. Tomorrow you're going to have a video that you have to read about or write 10 fun facts about. I'll load it onto the science one. Have a great weekend. Bye.